Welcome to the Running Network Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport. Today's show is brought to you by Reebok.
Hi, we're here with Allan Steinfeld, who's visiting the Walt Disney World Marathon from his own marathon, the New York City Marathon. Allan, you were telling some great stories about logistics in the early days and in 911, but one of my questions for you is, how has 911 changed the way you approach logistics for your marathon?
It really hasn't affected what we do, because we still have to do water stations, still have to move people out to the start, but the security measures, in a way, have. When you come into registration, here you just walk in. In our case, you've got to show a photo ID. When you bring your baggage to the start, just as you do here, it must be in a clear plastic bag. You can't have anything else with you. Certainly, you've got to get out there earlier, because the police are checking the bridge, making sure there's nothing associated with the bridge that could cause any danger. In 9/11, we had a problem which we managed to solve, is the airspace over New York City was frozen for obvious reasons. We have a major TV broadcast that goes around the world to 150 countries, and you can't do it without helicopters. And so we were lobbying the White House, the FAA, and on Friday before the race, we finally got the clearance. And so we had 4 helicopters up there so the world could see that New York is not down and out, but is rising up like a phoenix.
Kensington barely avoids the yellow card, and Peters with the throw-in. Oh my, here we go again. Yes, we've seen this before, haven't we? Don't think the Queen would look twice at that. There he goes. He's not going to make it with the royal back. Oh my!
You just did it, so I had to hit it. Whoa!
Well, not only did you have the 911 to contend with, but 2001 was also the year you had the national championship for the marathon, and that added a little twist to it too, didn't it?
It certainly did. We were talking about nationalism, as everybody was after 9/11, and we had decided to take both championships at the convention the year before, and here was an opportunity to showcase America, showcase American runners with the famous New York City Marathon. And Dina Drawson, bless her soul, ran a 2:26, and in doing so was the first woman in recent history to make the Olympic qualifying time, and more than that, to be the first woman with the first debut marathon to be so quick. Even Joan Benoit was slow in the first time out of the box.
Yeah, she's been a pretty interesting story, and we had a runner from Michigan who did pretty well that year. It was Clint Barron.
Yes, exactly. And we opened it up to the top Americans for that championship. We had separate cameras. We put out the money for that to cover that, because we knew they wouldn't be in the front pack, but they'd be in the second pack and not the third pack. So the country and the world got to see America's best, and they're growing, and our athletes are getting better and better, and we expect soon to have an American winner, which is what we all hope for.
I think so, and one of the other challenges that has happened is the technology and people trying to do things like sell numbers on eBay. How are you handling that?
Well, when we see that, we respond to the person on eBay, and we buy the number, and then we kick them out of the race.
That's quick and easy, isn't it? But there's always new challenges. What do you expect for 2004?
2004 is going to be interesting because it's an Olympic year. It may be difficult for us to get some of the top elite athletes. Others may decide that I'm not going to run the marathon in the Olympics, and therefore I will run New York. It's a challenge every year because we never know what's going to happen in this world. We're all dealing with Iraq. We don't have as many foreigners coming in because the economy is bad. They're afraid to get on planes, and we can just hope that this ends all peacefully soon and we can all go on with our lives as we should.
So I would tell runners, here's your chance to get into the New York City Marathon.
Well, yes and no. You can apply for the marathon as of the end of January by getting on the internet at nyrc.org or nycmarathon.org, but we have a lottery system, and there are 70,000 people that apply. And because we allocate a certain number for foreigners, you're chancing about 1 out of 2 to get in the race. So, but you need to do that because there are no special favors. If you're a fast runner, when you check the internet, we do make exceptions for them, want to give them the opportunity. And if you're a slow runner, the opportunity exists in the lottery because we stay open for 8.5 hours.
Well, but that still is 1 out of 2. So you try this year and you try next year, and chances are you're going to get in sometime.
I'd say so, and if you try 3 times and don't get in, we don't want anybody to be a 3-time loser. You get an automatic guarantee after that.
Allan Steinfeld, thank you so very much for talking with us today.
My pleasure, and for those who are running tomorrow or ran in this race, good luck and congratulations.